And if you want to, sometimes you want to see all the marital status information together at a time. So right now if I select divorce and marital single. But if I want to sometimes see all the marital status information at a time in the bottom. So if you select to table prompt, okay, sum means it is going to sum up, means it will show whenever you add a plus symbol sigma, okay, that is a grand total. Immediately we will notice that you will see one option called all values. So these all values means if you want to select, you will see a big drop down here. If you select divorce, it will show only divorce. Single. But if you want all at a time, you can select a value, all values. That will be visible only when you select this option. Otherwise, it will not be visible. Okay. So if you say after, it will show in the bottom. It is still there. The drop down list is not showing up, but it will be added in the bottom. But top value selected. And these are the properties, how you want to display heading and all. This is a normal thing. So this is all you can add in the prompt section. And if you come down, the same column, if I add here, sections, everything you can see, okay, divorce and married and all this, it is showing something like this. So now you can add any column here. So just to make it simple, what I am doing, I will bring this marital status to excluded section. And one of the easiest way is I can show, I'll bring year here and brand here. So this is one of the good way of representation. So I am trying to see in every year, okay, in every company, okay, in every brand, what is the total revenue. So year wise, in every company, in every brand, what is the total revenue. You can see every year something like this. And also when you click this one, okay, whenever you click these properties again, if you select sigma, you can see right now, you can see everything, company 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. But now somebody want to see all years, what is the total at a time. So again, you select total here and you can say before or after. So when you say before, again you will see one more section called all section. And it is a combination of all years. Okay, so this is 2007 only, 2008 only, 9 only, 10 only, but this will give you what is the total in every year. Because now if you want to see what is the total, the previous one is doing only breakup of every year. But now if you want to see what is all at a time together, so this is all sections. And in the same way, if you click other properties here, okay, here you have something options like, because it is a section, you can see show blank rows, okay, in case any blank rows you can show, and page break, okay. So no page break. Whenever you are taking a printout, page break means for every, let's say when you write a big Word document, if you want to break it properly, you have to keep in A4 how much keep, in one A4 length how much content you can keep. Generally you will select the page. So here also when you no page break means it is a continuous, okay, and when you select the page break for every year, so when you can see a break for every year. So this will help when you are taking a printout or when you are exporting data to any other content. But right now you will not see that anything here. Okay, but when you select page break, it is going to break your data for every year, so that whenever you take a printout, your data will not overlap. So I'll tell you why it is important. So I'm trying to take some customer list example for every country. So country heading is there are 10 customers are there. Then I have one more country name and then I am listing some more customers. So in one A4 size, have customer head, country name India, and then 10 customers are there, and then country name China, and then two customers are there. So in one A4 size, total 12 customers printout is there, 2 countries are there, and then in the next page, China customers are continued. There are 4 more customers. So now I want to take a printout and distribute customer list to everyone. if I give the first page to the customer, first guy, what happens? You will have Indian customers and China customers. And if I give second page, you will have only a partial list out. So that is where in the reporting, mostly you will struggle. So generally, if any .NET reporting people, okay, they will try to struggle breaking up your data. So now I need to break up your data for every group. So always I should see in first paper only Indian customers, and in the second paper I should see only China. So in second paper my record should start from China. Even though in the first paper if there is a lot of space in the bottom, I don't care because I cannot distribute the paper too. So that's why when I take it, say if I am printing a payslip, in one page, if I take 1.5 payslip, then no useless. That's why the page break will play very key role in the reporting. Generally, if somebody planning to take a printout. Display heading, that is a common. If you want heading or if you don't want heading. Remaining all we already know. Okay, these are all basic properties. Okay, so this way you can make any formats. Okay, you can place it. So now in addition to this, every column if you select, you will see lot of properties. Format headings, format values, hidden. And so if you don't want to show this column in this place, you can say place value in new row. So whatever values comes here, they will be placed in a new row rather than showing wherever it is there. And new calculated item. And you can also add a new, we already know new calculated item is summing up, okay, whenever you have two values. So now I want to show 2002 plus 2006 plus 2007 together I want to display. So right now it is showing
suppose 100 records per particular year, particular country. So in that case, it's not possible to keep all the records in one page.
No, that's why it will break on second. Wherever your country is ending, it will break there.
This is related to India.
No, you have a India. Let's say 120 customers. Page 100, page 220. So page 20, page 2 will end with your 20 customers only, and it will remaining all blank. So then your China will start in the third page. So that way it will break on the let's say in this case country. So wherever your country values are ended, then it will break. If you have one record also in that page, then it will break up. Next will continue because that is how I want it. So I cannot distribute it. Say I have two employees. Okay, in one A4 size paper, I can take only 1.5 payslip. One guy's full payslip and another half payslip. I cannot print out, right? So even though lot of space is there, I will left it paste. So generally they all report design and printout, printing and downloading, exporting in that this requirement will come. So mostly reporting, RPD part is technically a technical thing, but this kind of thing is a lot of I say that cosmetic means all the colors, lot of time will be wasted in these kind of activities only in the reporting. Unless you have a special interest, okay, you can mostly it is kind of a rangoli preparation only, colors and adjustments, everything. You need to have a lot of patience, and then so generally people who really love technology may not love in the reporting side, because here not we don't have to apply too much brain, but we have to patience and then some kind of visualization, articulating knowledge you should have here. So for ladies it is very best. You love this reporting. Because arranging and this one and understanding what require and preparing, really you should have some patience and all. But once you start loving RPD, you will hate reports. When you start loving reports, you will hate RPD. Because this is kind of a different kind of art, and that is kind of a designing art. So you see big difference is here. But initially at junior level, you will be here only. Okay, but minute things will create lot of issues in the reporting section. Okay, these are small things only. I want a report to be in a breakup here. So it is very simple requirement only. Now we need to come and then explore where is this option, where is option. So options are very heavy here. Only thing is you need to map it. If anybody asking about what is required, I need to go and search what is the option. So that's why I'm just trying to explore some important things. If you know, that is enough actually. So now all sections is there 2007, 2008, 2009, and in the bottom if you see I'm putting 2006 and plus together. So this may be interview question. So 6, 7 everything is showing. But now here I want to place keep only 2006 and 7 together and display. Okay. So now we have so many people. Okay, and I want to see in this particular category and this particular category what is the total. Remaining let it be as it is. So we have done a calculated item. So it contains a sum of 2006 and 7 that you can see here. And in the same way here you can see for every column, if you want to do calculations at the right side. So right now this is the individual. If you go to any column here and say sum after before, I am selecting after, you can say what is the total, this and this it is showing here. So here also when you go here, new calculated item. Okay, so I'm saying now I want to display. So these are all things will come in a requirement. So now I want to display total, but sometimes I'll ask you I want to display only BISTEC and fun part total only here. In the older versions it was not there actually. Used to be tough, very tough. Now we have a lot of things like say example. I want to say new calculated item. What is that I want here is I want to display what is the sum of BISTEC plus fun part. So this is the total of BISTEC and fun part. This is the total of everybody, and this is the individual. So here we have a new calculated item. So our life has become very easy. But in the older versions we don't have. Okay, it used to be very tough. So people will ask you. I'll give you one simple example. Why this all calculations will be. If I'll maybe later I can share you one our project markup. There I have a special requirement which talks about all these things. So now I want to display. There is one every country wise. I want to display cancelled orders. So here I want to display number of orders booked directly. Okay. So number of orders booked online. Okay, let me say direct online third party. Then here I want to display cancelled. And in the cancelled also I want to display how many cancelled to direct, how many cancelled like this I want. So I want to see data like this, but here I want to display how many total orders. Total cancel. In this country there are 2 direct orders, 4 online orders, 1 third party orders. And what is the total number of orders? How many total number of orders? 7. So there are 0 cancelled and 1 cancelled from here. How many total cancelled? 1. So this is also pivot only. And this is whatever column is there, it will coming as a column. But what I'm asking, I'm not just adding living. I'm asking, you will get this data, this data, but sum of 1, 2, 3 should be available here. Sum of this should be available here. So you can do it. So based on this, I can tell you one complex report which you can use in your interviews. Okay. So this makes one report complex. Why always complex? Say for example, I'll give you data like this. I have a markup ready for that. So always this pivot cannot help on in all the ways. Okay, and what problem comes and all. While I'm showing that markup, I will tell you. Okay, so whenever you are doing it, direct, online, okay, third party, and I can calculate it totally. Say for example, today we started a business. One point in the pivot is whenever you have data in these columns, then only that records will come as a headings here. Say for example, we started a business today, and today there is only 2 orders placed in the direct, and so far there are no orders in the online or any orders in the third party. So when you create a report, means my data is looking like this. In country India, okay, in a third party direct, total number of sales are 2. And apart from that, I don't have any data. I created a report. So we have only some sales happened in India, and that is also happened in direct, and that is a 2. And there are no orders placed for any other. So now if I create a pivot, what happens? You will see India here. This direct will come over here, and you will see here. But here you will not have a data because we don't have any sales, indirect or third party. But what is my ask is, if I create a report today, your report will be only this much. But what I want is, every time when I create a report, no matter, so right now we don't have any sales in the online third party. If there are no sales, I want still show them and say that there are no. If you have data in online, if you have data in TP, you will get it. You try to create a pivot report. Okay, when you have whenever you have some data in a column, then only that will become a heading. If you don't have a data in that column, that will not come to the heading. So right now, my requirement is every time my report should look like this. Every time. If you have data for direct, you will have a remaining blank. If you have data for 3 columns, you keep it data. If you don't have data, still I want that headings here. But in pivot, it won't happen. Okay, say for example, today in 2000, we know here, right? Okay, I'll show one simple example. Then I'll continue later. So in the BISTEC, we have 2 LOB and communications and electronics. Okay. So now I'm keeping a filter BISTEC. So if I create, so now how many line of business we have in the report? There are only 2. So when I create a report, when I go and make this as a pivot, you will see We'll see communication algorithm. But actually, there are few more LOBs also. But today, we don't have data for that. So we have something X, Y, Z LOBs are there. So those LOBs also today, it is not showing because there is no data for those LOBs. Tomorrow, you may get something. Day after tomorrow, you may get something. But I want to show those LOBs and show 0 or blank. I want to show. So that is not possible in it. So this you can use as one complex report. If anybody asking, show me one complex report which I have done. So this kind of report will become a complex. How to do that, I'll show you. You need to spend some time. Okay, that if one report, if you know, which you felt as a complex, that will be sufficient. Okay, that I will show you tomorrow. Means next 1 or 2 classes, I can show you that. Okay, so this is a basic pivot. Okay, we'll see later remaining.